Hi everyone, I'm Luke, that conscious living guy, and today I'm going to talk about why we should think before we speak and act, and how this can have a negative effect on other people's mental healths and could possibly lead to death by suicide. So let the titles roll. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this topic in particular, because it is something that I not struggle daily. I would say I don't struggle with it as often as I used to, but I definitely, like anyone, any human being, I struggle with this, weekly, day in, day out. It just really depends on my mood and what happens in the day, or what is said in the day. So, what I always think when I say anything or when I do anything, I think about that action, how that's going to have a ripple effect. So think about it like when you drop a pebble in water, makes an impact on the water droplet comes up and then drops down and then does kind of like a ripple effect. So this is how I think about it. So anything that you say or do has a ripple effect around anybody that you're around, and this can affect people that you don't really think would be affected by it. It also can cause people to kind of plummet into really dark places. So yeah, it's really about thinking about what you're saying and what you're doing. So it can be not bitching about people, which I don't do, or if I do, I've said it to the face already. It's about being truthful to people without obviously hurting their feelings. And it's about making sure that people are okay as well. Asking if they're okay, making sure that they're all right in their self, in their mental health. A lot of people really they don't, they don't think about what they're saying. And I've had it where a lot of the times people have said stuff to me and it's actually really upset me. I've not said anything to them because I didn't want to kind of cause an issue, but it shouldn't be an issue as long as you're friends with that person, or even if you're not really. You should just be able to speak truthfully and freely with that person to say, look what you just said, I really don't agree with, and it's actually that's actually really either upset me or it's made me angry. And that's because I think society we're almost conditioned to not challenge people and not speak the truth because you might upset them. But what should be more important is that you shouldn't upset them, but they also shouldn't upset you. I am living quite a mindful life. I definitely do say some things, obviously, that aren't nice. But obviously I'm a human being and everyone makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. But it's how you approach them afterwards. So how you approach that. So say for instance, if you noticed that you was talking to someone, a conversation, and someone had been a bit off in the conversation, you can always just like drop them a message or go up and talk to them and just say, "Are you alright? Like, I noticed you went a bit, quiet when this subject was kind of aired." And just that in itself can be like a really good positive thing to do and to say to that person, but also to make them aware that you was listening and you were aware of how they're feeling. A lot of people don't do this, and a lot of people don't think about what they're saying or what they're doing. So lots of my friends are saying that I absolutely detest, and I never used to say anything before. I used to think, oh, do you know what, I'll just ignore it, but I don't do that anymore. And they say, oh God, that's gay. And I just think that's such a horrible saying, to say that something's gay in a negative manner, that then makes me think that being gay is wrong. It's not wrong at all, it's natural. And, animals have been gay, humans have been gay for generations. It's just how the world works, it happens. I think just saying that just saying, look, you said something that actually I really don't like. If they don't understand why you're saying, this is upsetting me, then, you can do that. So you can say, well, what happens if I said this to you? Would this upset you? But a lot of people, they're fine with that. So if they know that you are not good with that and you're not liking that at all, then if they're a true friend, then they'll say, oh yeah, like, I'm really, really sorry. I didn't really, think that was affecting you, in a negative way. That's how your friendships can grow. So they can grow and they can evolve to the point where they know what, you don't like, and you know what they don't like. And that is where, like, a really strong friendship, is grown from. Really solid foundations, being truthful to each other, having a laugh, but making sure that you're not saying, the wrong thing or upsetting that person. And this can be with friends and family. Family are probably the biggest one for me, to be honest. A lot of people do say certain things on my family side, and they don't see like why that is a problem at all. And it kind of makes me laugh, to be honest. It shouldn't really make me laugh at all, but it does. And that's because they just 100% don't understand it. Like, whatever, I'm still gonna always say, you've said this and that actually really upset me. If I want them in my life, obviously. From past, videos, I have cut a lot of people out of my life. But yeah, it's all about, making sure that you're being truthful to other people. Obviously, anything that you do or say has a ripple effect with people, and this can 100% affect the mental health. So I used to get this daily. I don't really get this as often as I used to, but obviously I do have my down day. Especially with people, like, even if it's not doing anything, like, just looking at me, I can get, like, really paranoid, and I can think, oh God, have I got something in my teeth, or like, have I got something on my face, or like, should I have worn like this outfit, or have I got like mud on my trousers, or is my fly all undone? Really stupid things like that. That again, like, we should be alright with just looking at people, like looking at what they're wearing, like appreciating, like, that they've got nice trousers on, or I really like that top, and even commenting on the nice things or nice clothes that they have can really make like a massive positive difference to that person. If it's not bad enough that we don't do this every day, some people do, some people don't, this is having a massive effect of people like dying by suicide. So there's some facts that I'm just going to read out for you from the Samaritans website. So total number of suicides in the UK and Republic of Ireland, there were 6,859 suicides in 2018. In the UK, there were 6,507 suicides, and in the Republic of Ireland, there were 352 suicides. This can not just be from people, saying things to other people or their actions. There's a lot of other factors that can be into this. Obviously, in the UK or anywhere, there can be pressures to have the latest phone, the latest laptop, the nice clothes, branded clothes, a beautiful car, show off to people that you're eating out, like, often, that you're having really nice food, to look good, to have a nice tan, to not have wrinkles, to have work done on your face. The list goes on and on and on and on. And I think this is probably one of the main reasons, because people don't feel like they can be themselves or even just enjoy life. They've got to have like these things to make them happy and to show off to other people. Now, I don't think I'm ever going to have a car on finance. Just my personal preference. I'll buy out a car in full, and that'll do me until that breaks down and I can no longer use it. And this is just because it's all like really pretentious. Like, if I get nice things, that's for me, not to show off to other people. That's so that I can have a nice life. But yeah, it's all the pressures really the pressures of, you know, living a nice life. And the second fact is, in the UK, an increase of the overall suicide rate. So deaths by suicide raised by 10.9% in the UK in 2019. So suicide rates for men and women. In the UK, men are 3 times as likely to die by suicide than women. Now, just for this, I think with men, the reason for this is because you guys, men, do not talk about their feelings. Like, seriously, it is not hard. Talk to your, to your partner, talk to, your kids, your friends. You've got to at least be truthful to other people and not keep it bottled up. Because if you keep it bottled up, you're only gonna, cause your mental health to plummet, and it could just all get too much for you. Now, there is a fact on here about suicide rates by age and gender. So in the UK, the highest suicide rate among men aged 45 to 49, and in the Republic of Ireland, the highest rate is among men aged 55 to 65. So I think this is because you kind of get to your life. I'm not 50, nowhere near. I've got another 20 odd years to go. But I think you get to your 50s and you kind of think, wow, you kind of reflect on your life and you kind of look back and think, what have I done with my life? I ain't really done this, and I really wanted to do that, but I didn't do that. And this again, like, not like I'm dissing anybody's opinions, but when I mention something that I want to do, say for instance I want to travel the world, and I want to be a digital nomad, and I want to do these videos all around the world, and I want to share my experiences, the views of everywhere, tips on, saving money while travelling. And I mentioned this to a very close friend who's like a dad. And he says, no, Luke, you need to focus on your career. Like, seriously, you're 33 now, you need to focus on your career, and you need to build it up, and don't be doing none of this because you're too old for it. You need to, you should have done this in your 20s. And that I can think, God, I really wanted to do that, but now, my friend who's been pretty much my dad, throughout the whole of my life, is telling me I really shouldn't do this because I should have focused on my career. That can really, like, kind of sway you from going that path to actually think, do you know what, I'm just going to go that path because this person has said this, and they're probably right, I should really focus on my career. And when you get, to the 50s, you could then be looking back and think, oh man, I really wanted to do that. And I really shouldn't have listened to that person because my happiness is more important than what other people think. I should have just gone, to the right. Should have gone down the right path instead of the left, and my life would have been completely different. But I think because of people's opinions, they're pushed onto you. Probably not because they're intending to do that, but that's just their opinion. It's good to get other people's opinions, and it's good to get an outside input, but I think you need to really listen to your gut and listen to what's inside you and what you want to do. Because let's face it, if you're not happy in your life doing what you want to do, then I mean there's no point in even doing what you're doing at the moment. You need to be in love with it. You need to be happy. You need to embrace life and do everything that you want to do in your life, so that you're not 50 years old looking back at your life thinking, oh man, I really should have done this. Another reason why I think, the rate's higher around that age is probably because a lot of people you have your family, you raise your children then raise their children. A lot of people kind of forget, like, the older generation. Even people in the street, like, I smile at everyone, like, even, like, old people, I think they're absolutely adorable. And I just think that little smile can make such a big difference to their life. And if they did that to me, like, that would be such a big difference to my life. And I just think, like, spread that, like, love and positivity to everyone. Make everyone, like, happy. Like, that's all we need in life. Everyone needs to be happy, and I know it sounds proper hippie, but seriously, like, it's just so easy just to be nice to people and not be nasty. And then I think, obviously, with doing that and spreading that positivity and love, you're then possibly engaging in with someone that might think, do you know what, I'm going to do this, or yeah, I'm going to do that. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it. And you might, push someone to do something that they've never really thought was possible. And that's so powerful to do that, and to actually, push someone into the goals, to do what they've always wanted to do. Yeah, they might have doubts, but you know what? You don't get anywhere without, pushing yourself out your comfort zone and doing something that you've never done before. You're always going to be on that same path if you do the same thing every single day, every week, every year. Like, that's how you grow as a person, to really push yourself and go, do you know what, I'm going to go left today, or I'm going to do this in this month, or I'm going to do more of this. Like, that's what life is about, to live and embrace life. And the more you embrace life, the more you're going to grow, the more opportunities that are going to come to you, the more personal development that you do to yourself, and the more you have a positive effect on you and your mind. And I think that's why I've not really, like, I listen to my friends when they say, their opinions, or they think I should do this, or I should do this. But I kind of put it in perspective, like, with myself. So I listen to it, but I think of what I want to have, and then, oh, right, so that is actually a genuine kind of worry. So maybe if I focus on that and make sure that that's not a problem, then I can do it. And that's what you need to do. You need to kind of think out of the box, think on your feet, and problem solve with what isn't going to work and what is going to work. That's why sometimes when I look like I'm thinking in a conversation, that's because I'm kind of evaluating what I'm saying already before I say it. My one tip for that as well is, if it can't be fixed in 10 seconds, don't mention it to that person. That is like the golden rule. Just because if they can't fix it there and then, they are going to be paranoid for the rest of the day. It's going to, like, really bring them down. They're probably not going to want to talk to a lot of people. They're probably not really going to want to be there, really. They're going to want to go home. And that's why I live by that. 10 seconds. If they can't fix it in 10 seconds, then just don't say it. And what a lot of people won't know about me as well is that at the moment I am white, pale, but I really, really, really love to be tanned. So I fake tan. Like, I'll hold my hand up, I fake tan, I don't really care. And that's for a couple of reasons. So reason one is that I think that people with a tan look really healthy, they look a lot more good looking. And another reason that people actually don't know, and that is because I really, really don't like how yellow my teeth are. I mean, for the last couple of years, I've been using whitening toothpaste, I've been making my own. I'm also going to do a video on that at some point. And it hasn't really been working. So I watch what I drink. I don't really, obviously, drink any alcohol. I don't really drink any fizzy drinks, so nothing that's really going to stain my teeth. I just think, because I've had yellow teeth for so long, they just kind of wasn't going to go away with any, like, natural kind of thing that I could use. So I've actually bought a whitening kit, and I've dabbled in this a couple of times, a teeth whitening kit from High Smile. So I bought this on I think it's about a week ago now, and I bought this obviously because I'm not tanning at the moment and my teeth was looking really, really yellow, and I'm going to do a video on that as well. So my next couple of videos as well, obviously everyone knows that I fake tan, so after I've done my before and after pictures, I'm going to be slapping on that fake tan. And so I'll also do a video, my top tips on how to apply a really good, even, fake tan. I'll also share the best tan that I use, and I still use that now. And I've pretty much perfected it. I've done it for about a year. Well, I've done fake tan for many, many years, probably since 2007, I think. Probably even before then, to be honest. And it just works really, really well. The other couple of videos that I'm going to do as well are also going to be about like personal development. I'm also going to do a video on the law of attraction. I'm also going to do another video in regards to how to manifest your dreams, and also tips on like audios that you should listen to for personal development. I'm also going to do a video on how to do a dream board. I don't know whether that's the actual specific name of what it is, but that's what I call it. And I'll also show you my dream board. I've not actually got one up in this house at the moment, but I'm going to be doing that in the next couple of weeks. I'll record it so that you'll see kind of what I'm wanting and what I'm putting out to the universe. That'll be after the law of attraction video that I'm going to do. And yeah, so that's like quite a lot of different videos that are coming up on this channel. So that's everything for this video. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, which is below. Hit the bell icon. You'll get notifications of when I upload my videos, which are normally on a Sunday, just heads up. And don't forget to treat people with kindness, because this can have like a really good positive effect on even the strangers in the street, and obviously animals. And I'll catch you in the next one.